From the Oklahoman Newsroom, this is a Varsity Update. I'm Jenny Carlson. High school football season is upon us, and that means it's time for our special section previewing the high school season. Scott Wright joins us on the phone. And Scott, in our Sunday Oklahoman, folks might have seen The Force Awakens, our college football preview section, but Wednesday will be the day that people can expect to see the special section featuring all the high schools in their newspaper and on News OK. What can people expect out of the section? What did you guys focus on?
The Force is unleashed in our preseason section. We took every class as we do every year and broke them down and looked for the best story angles and obviously tied into this theme, the Star Wars theme that we've had a lot of fun with putting this whole section together. But the big theme that comes out of it is that we've got a lot of really talented quarterbacks in this state. Jenny, you wrote a story for us on Chandler Garrett at Mustang, and Mustang is heavily featured in our 6A section where we talk about teams that have a chance to try to take down the evil empire of Jinxon Union. But Chandler Garrett and Terry Wilson at Bell City in 5A trying to lead a program that hasn't won a state title since 1976. Back to the promised land in Class 5A, which we've got them number 2 in our preseason poll, and they've got a chance to go do that. And in 3A, you've got Mason Fine, who's coming off the most productive season in state history for a quarterback. Nobody had ever thrown for 4,000 yards or 60 touchdowns in a year. He went for 5,000 and 70 touchdowns. So wow. You got him coming back. He's chasing the all-time passing record, along with Keats Calhoun at Victory Christian, who actually has more career yards than Mason at this point. But Mason was on such a crazy pace last year. And got another season coming with all of his weapons around him. So we talk a lot about those guys. But we rank every team in every class, so you can go see where your team falls in our preseason rankings, and then tell us how wrong we are, or whatever you might want to do. So we've got a preseason All-State as well. So lots of fun stuff in the section.
Yeah, like you say, the extended rankings, not just a top 5 or a top 10 for every class, but every team gets ranked in our rankings in the preseason section. Scott, that's not the only thing that'll be in there, though. I know I hear from a lot of readers that they love some of the nuts and bolts, the X's and O's, if you will, that are included in the preview section for high schools. What else can people expect to see in there?
Well, one of the biggest things that we hear that people love are the schedules. We have every school, every schedule. Darla Smith does an incredible job getting all of that stuff together. Cross-checking it to make sure that the dates and things are matching up between teams. Just a great job to put all of that together. It's something that it's at the back of the section and doesn't seem like all that big a deal, but it's really tough and people love it. It's a really important part of the section. We've got the map of all the stadiums in the Oklahoma City area. So if your team's going to Kingfisher for the first time, and you're not exactly sure where their stadium is at, you can pull up our map. We've got we've got a graphic map and the address of the stadiums as well. So you can check all of that stuff out.
Those are things that people hold on to all season, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. It's stuff that's going to be valuable all the way up to week 10 and into the playoffs. That's probably when the map really comes in the most handy, when you're playing teams you've never played before.
Definitely so, yeah. Be sure to pick up a copy on Wednesday in the Oklahoman. We'll roll some of that stuff out on the web in the following days, but Wednesday's the day. If you want to get a hold of that, every team that plays football in Oklahoma, their schedule will be in the section in addition to all the previews of all the classifications. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.